Game was that I went in the game asking for a full 60-minute game, and I thought we still have that left to give as far as a full 60-minute. I thought we did well in spurts on there, but we had you can't turn it over a couple of times there in the second half. And but I thought the kids are playing with great effort. They're playing with great enthusiasm, and I think they're both complementing each other very well, offense and defense. And the kicking game, I'm trying different guys back there in the return game, and I think Josh has a lot of potential, but he just can't put the ball on the ground. But overall, good win, and heading into next week's game with East Carolina. So again, as I told our players, we haven't played our best game yet, and we need to put a 60-minute game together. We put parts of that together, but not in a consistent 60-minute game. But that'll open up to any questions.
Jeff has shown a lot of what he can do with his legs today. Would you say today was his best passing game?
Yeah, he underthrew a couple deep there, but I tell you what, he's having a lot more pocket poise in the pocket. I think that's really what's helping as far as consistency. He'd like to get that 1-6 cut he tried to drill in there. That was a little gray, but I think he's checking well out there. He checked a couple of blitzes to quick game plays, and so I'm pleased with that as far as he's moving along. And again, there was some more yards there, and some of those passes you gotta go get them. You gotta go get them. The ball's in the air; it's anybody's ball, and But I do think he's playing more consistent each week as far as he's a little more comfortable in the pocket and getting some things done. And again, I think it's a good win, and leads up to a big game next weekend.
First play of the game, sticking on coach. Kind of a momentum over.
Basically they play a lot of 8-man front concepts, and it's good play action, and got him deep on the 8 cut, and had him again on the 8 and underthrew a little bit. He got his hands on it, but it's a good game. As I told the players, we got to play better than that each and every week. But I thought we played well in spurts.
This was Dante's first game at the new stadium. He said today. What's it mean to a young guy like Godfrey to see one of the great players?
Well, I don't know. I haven't talked to Jeff. I hope he knows who he is. But I would think he does, because we talk about the players all the time and stuff. And he'll know Kevin, because Kevin's from the same Miami area. But he knows of Dante. He sees his pictures all around this place. And I'm glad to get the 11 back. I think a lot of them are pleasantly surprised when they come back for the first time about how everything is, and the typical answer is, boy, I wish we had this when we were here, type thing. But again, that's what's helped us in recruiting, and it's good to get those NFL guys back, and be around the program. I think that's what good programs do tradition-wise, and again, we're young in a lot of areas. That's an area that we really need to continue competing with.
Your two young defensive tackles, Victor Gray and Troy Davis, both have big days. How pleased are you with their development?
Oh, they're moving. They run their feet well. They're moving around. I think they're keeping their weight, which I'm happy with. They're not real the 290-pound guys that you'd like to see in there, but I think they make up for it with their foot speed. I mean, they get off blocks very quickly, and I think that's what makes the difference as far as what's going on. But I thought defensively we played fairly well, except for one series. Then we had the seconds in there when they fought through that long pass there. But they still got to make plays. They're on the same practice field as everybody else. And as I told Coach Huxtable, it's a reason now to get after them a little bit. They had an opportunity to go out there and show themselves, and they got to go out there and show a little bit. But overall, good team win. And as I told them that we got to play a full 60 minutes. We haven't played our best game yet this year, and we need to do that quickly.
How valuable was it to get LP into the game again from college?
I said, put him in. I didn't care where the ball was. Normally you don't put a first-year kid, never been on the field, on the 72-yard line, and lo and behold, he drops the first snap. And, at least he recovered it. But he made a pass on a 6-cut, got us out there on third down, and picked up 17 yards. So I was pleased to get him some work out there. He held his own. He doesn't do the same things as Jeff does, but I think he can manage the game and do some things. That last sack was not his. That was the lineman blowing a protection. Go from there, but I thought he threw the ball fairly well. You got to watch throwing to double coverage a little bit there, but I think he has some velocity on the ball. His accuracy was good.
Coach Darius Nall raising his game again tonight or today, 2.5 sacks. Seemed like he was swarming. Does he just continue to impress you on a week-by-week basis?
Well, yeah, I think he gets a lot of opportunities because he's singled all the time. You know, I think there's a couple other guys being doubled, but I think that 4 guys work well together. You know, the Davis and Nall, Victor Gray, and of course Bruce Miller. I think they all complement each other pretty well as far as, you know, they all can move and they all can get off blocks, which I think helps the other guy out. But Darius is around the ball, and if he gets a step on you, he has good speed to the quarterback.
Anything else?
Coach, East Carolina's kind of been the standard in the league for the last couple of years. Talk about how you have to put 60 minutes together.
Well, we're going to have to play well. I got a chance to see them on film, and I've been very impressed with them as far as their, you know, they got a lot of offensive weapons. They're playing well on defense, so it's a game that, you know, I don't know, they're playing today, but I think they do a lot of things that, you know, we're going to have to work offensively and defensively, and it should be a whale of a ball game. It really should be, matchup-wise.
You talked about Jeff in the passing game. In the run game with that read option, could you talk about his progression, you know, making the right read with that?
Well, I think he did a good job today. They were sort of sitting 2 guys outside after the first quarter, and that's why the inside guy was getting the ball a little bit more. But Jeff is fine with that. You know, I think you know, we call it, we make people hold on to responsibility. Probably today, you know the way the safety was coming down, you know, if we were going to throw the ball out more, probably would play action that position a little bit more, and that's what led to the first 8 cut opening up and opening up. I think Jeff is doing fine with those type things, and we're getting a little bit more comfortable with him in the pocket throwing the ball, and you know, he sees the B gap windows and the A gap windows and can deliver the ball. Plus, I thought the protection for him today was very good. You know, I thought they gave him a chance to sit there and get a second receiver and sometimes a third receiver.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thanks, Manny. Can you read it, Manny?
Yeah, just